and welcome back. Raise your hand if you've ever felt stuck. Maybe you've hit a plateau and you just can't seem to break through it. Upon starting a ketogenic diet, many individuals experience rapid results, but as time goes on, they eventually slow down. They may even stop losing. But why does this happen? First, let's talk about energy balance, because it does matter. Our metabolism is based on something called our basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Metabolic rates vary with your size and activity level. In simple terms, your BMR is the amount of calories that it takes your body systems at rest to survive. Then we have something called the thermic effect of food. This is the energy required to break down and use your food as energy. Protein has the highest thermic effect. Then the last piece of the puzzle is something called NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is where the magic lies. Many times, patients will want to blame their struggles on their broken metabolism or their hormones. These things do matter, but many of the times it's just a way for us to blame, shame, or justify our lack of results. So let's get back to the NEAT thing. NEAT can account for about 15% of our energy in sedentary people and up to 50% in very active individuals, so it can be very powerful. NEAT is the energy that we burn by doing our activities of daily living, like brushing our teeth, walking across the parking lot, and of course, always taking the stairs. The amount of energy that you spend on NEAT activity adds up to be more than exercise. Look at naturally fit people in your life. Their metabolism isn't that much better than yours. They just move more. This is where the idea of 10,000 steps a day comes from. It's something that forces you to ramp up your NEAT activity. Okay, now that we have you moving, let's get back to some dietary strategies for weight loss stalls. First off, on a ketogenic diet, just because you aren't registering ketones as high doesn't mean that you've hit a plateau. You can check out my other video on ketone testing to find out more about that. First, you need to start tracking. That means actually measuring not only how many calories you're eating in a day, but knowing how much of that is fat, protein, and carbs. It's not uncommon that people get comfortable. They start getting an upward creep in both calorie and carb consumption. Next, try increasing your protein. Protein has the highest thermogenic effect, and it's difficult to gain weight from protein calories. Most people would benefit from a higher percentage of calories from protein than a standard ketogenic diet. You may need to consider lowering your fat. The ketogenic diet has nothing to do with high fat. It's simply restriction of carbs. So eating a stick of butter is not going to gain you better results if you have body fat to lose. Next, try changing your exercise pattern. Try a different workout. Change your frequency or duration of your workouts. Just changing the intensity can make a difference in body composition. Next, you can try incorporating intermittent fasting or extended fasting. But remember that fasting is a stress on the body. It can be an effective tool when used strategically. It's possible that you may need to add more carbs into your diet. Higher level athletes or people that work out really hard might find benefit in supplementing with additional carbs pre or post workout. I'm not talking about eating donuts, but something just as little as 10 to 25 carbs about 30 minutes before a workout may help. The adrenaline from the workout typically will blunt the insulin response. Or you could consider a cyclic ketogenic diet. I myself have found that phasing in weeks of very low carb diet and then a low carb diet has been very effective at preventing stagnation. For most of my clients who don't have severe insulin resistance, I recommend about 8 weeks of a ketogenic diet, followed by 2 weeks of a low carb, high protein diet, and then back to ketogenic. Everyone's body will react different, so please be your own expert. Try different things. Your body will start to adapt, so find out what's best for you and adapt with it. And to finish, be cautious with the use of the scale. In women in particular, the scale can fluctuate multiple pounds up and down per day based on hormonal, electrolyte, fluid shifts. It's more helpful to track your body composition using things like bioelectrical impedance, a DEXA scanner, or even just a good old tape measure. Thank you for watching today. I hope you found this helpful. Comment below and tell us your experience. Ask your questions, like this video, and share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notifications so that you can see our future content.